Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. This season's still very new. A lot of excitement, Brent, in the air.
Yeah, Kev, the buzz is not worn off yet. We still have a few games before everyone gets settled down. We always talk about that 25-game mark, but man, fans, players, it's exciting. Somebody's going to make a statement here early.
And we all know what it means to MP and this team to play well on the road, to win those close road games. MP's been quite vocal, in fact, about rising up in the face of big obstacles this season.
And what I like about MP, he's willing to put his reputation on the line to make something happen. He's not just sitting back waiting for things to develop. That would certainly be the easier route, and that ground is away from home.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. Tatum out there with Black, and it's Holiday in at the 1. Time now to head over to David Aldridge for some information about MP.
Hey guys, these games have been a point of emphasis for MP and his team this season. When I asked him about playing on the road, MP told me it's all about toughness and grit. We're going to play hard no matter where we are. Kevin?
And they are a gritty bunch. David, thank you. Holiday, the pass to Black. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
It was a storybook ending for MP's rookie season. Greg winning finals MVP, so special.
And Kevin, I'm not sure how you top that, but we'll see what MP has up his sleeve for his sophomore campaign.
Cunningham kicks to Stewart. Pass to Ivy. Five to shoot. Let's go. It's hauled in by Brown.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
Black. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
To end the drought. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
2 minutes remaining in the
down low. Here's Black. He goes big with the dunk right over Isaiah Stewart.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Tobias Harris has checked in for Holland. Porzingis has checked in for Boston. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. Third spot, the Celtics.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
To the inside. Cunningham's shot is off.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Here's White. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And let's go over to David Aldridge, who has something to say about MP. DA, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Well, this team is coming off their championship season, led, of course, by MP. but he's not letting that coast over into this season. MP told me it's a new season, and we're not letting up. We're just as hungry for that next ring as we were for the first. Guys?
Now you can tell, DA, sounds like MP is ready to do it all over again. Here's Black, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Al Horford is checked in for Stewart. Holland comes in for Asar Thompson. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Cunningham.
Another big out there who can stretch the floor. Horford doing that now often.
Pritchard gets the bucket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they've shot the basketball.
Ivy with it. Still scoreless. Pass to Horford. There's 18 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Pritchard. To the middle. Here's Black. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. 1 second left. And we reach the end of the first quarter. It's the Celtics. They lead by 8. Stay with us as we get... Fontecchio's checked in. Black's checked in for the Celtics. Holiday comes in for Pritchard. Pass to Jerome. Back to Harris. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter.
And Porzingis showing some of those signs from early on in his career where he was a great shot blocker.
They've got Horford. Fontecchio is out there with Harris. Then there's Marcus Sasser. And it's Jerome in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Detroit right now. Pass to Sasser. Just 5 on the clock. The 3. They get the rebound. Here's Jerome. Lets it go with the 3. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Black. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots. What an incredible first year for MP. Named to the all-rookie first team.
And last season, MP was one of the very best rookies. In this second season, the expectation is that he continues to grow his game.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Back to Black. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win. I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that Bad Boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town, and those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the Bad Boys.
Last outing for the Pistons, it was a loss to Indiana.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Yeah, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Let's see what you got. Oh, you must have left your dancing shoes at home.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. Celtics making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Stewart. Pistons passing it around. Thompson passes to Stewart. And here's Ivy. Thompson, a screen on White. Just 5 to shoot. Ivy kicks to Thompson. Shoots over Brown. Detroit, no good that time either.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Ivy with the bucket.
Wow, Ivy just takes off. That high-effort transition play, that's what will make him an asset moving forward.
Holiday, the pass to Porzingis. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Inside. And Drew Holiday, the bucket on the assist by Brown. Holiday's got his first basket of the night.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
And how about Cade just pushing through that time to finish it off?
Now here is Holiday. Porzingis, that's a 2. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Boston Celtics with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first-half performance it's been for the Boston Celtics.
How about the points in the paint? Clearly, they made it a priority coming in, and it's paying dividends, Ernie.
Yeah, I remember those days pounded inside. Break your opponent's spirit.
Easy now. And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
You look at the Pistons, it's been a painful start for them, 0-2. I know the season's young, but they're probably feeling a little desperate for that first win.
Yeah, if you include the offseason, it's been months, Shaq, since this team's won a game. Not a great feeling.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Really an incredible game from primetime.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
Yeah, he knows his role. He's out there to distribute the ball, get his teammates involved. Nice job.
On the court for the Celtics, the small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White, and it's Black in at the 5 down low. Stewart kicks to Holland. And Boston with the rebound. Black's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Well, last season, what a start to MP's career. Coming out on top of this rookie class.
And the adjustment to the NBA game seemed minor for MP. The speed is very different than the college game, but he put in the work and understood his assignment coming in. Very impressive.
Boston shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. That free throw good from Black. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. Pass to Holland. Now here's Stewart for the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Stewart's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And Stewart just preparing himself ahead of the catch to be in rhythm for that jumper.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. The shot by Holiday, no good. This Pistons squad struggling. Pass to Cunningham. Thompson, a screen on Holiday. Now Cunningham. 6 to shoot. Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Cunningham finding the open man there.
Boston leading by 20. To the paint. Here's Black. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 5 assists tonight.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Pass to Ivy. Cunningham outside. Here's Thompson. And here he's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Thompson in the corner. To the middle. Stewart down low. Working on Black.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of.
Cunningham kicks to Ivy.
2 minutes remaining in the 3rd.
Here's Holland. And he's good on the 3-ball. Holland's got 6.
As a playmaker, Ivy has an interesting upside. If he continues to develop those skills, he'd only increase his value.
Tatum looking around. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. 6 points for him.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Now on the court, it's your hot spot. Everybody get down. Let them hear you. It's time for some deep truth.
So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Al Horford, he's checked in for Stewart. Harris comes in for Holland. Jerome, he's checked in for Ausar Thompson. And Marcus Sam. Making some changes here.
Go get him, MP. Your time.
The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. Holland is out there with Ausar Thompson. And it's Stewart in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Detroit right now. Cunningham finds Ivy. Detroit, no good that time either.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Black, no good. For Detroit, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Pass to Cunningham. Stewart, a screen for Cunningham. The three-pointer, no good. Boston's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Pritchard gets the bucket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
1:46 left to play here in the fourth. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Boston. To the inside. Knocked loose. Here's Pritchard. Just 3 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Holland with the rebound.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Nailed from three-point land.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Celtics.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for prime time.
I liked his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
Fires for three. A shot by Pritchard, no good. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Thompson looking for an opening. And the dunk by Stewart.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Here's Pritchard. Misses the layup. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is.
And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Welcome to Tuesday Night Basketball. You know, in game 2 of a back-to-back, just how drained are you from yesterday as a player?
You know, BA, proper rest and stretching can help a lot. But you're not going to be your usual self at the start of game time. Believe that.
And despite some of the challenging buildings to play in on the road in the NBA, MP and his team have made it a point to win tough games away from home. Easier said than done in this league.
And this team's goal was to compete on the road, and so far, so good. MP is looking for another good road performance tonight. And we all know in the NBA, it's hard winning on opposing courts.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Boston Celtics. The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. Then there's Jason Tatum, then there's Drew Holiday, and it's Black in at the 5.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style, that was sweet. Pass to Black, back to Holiday. There's the screen. Here's Black. To the paint. Dumps it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy. Well, it didn't take long for MP to establish himself as a special player in the NBA, Grant. You wonder just where he'll end up on the all-time list when it's all said and done.
And really, it's all about time for MP. Ease. It's a matter of seeing how long he can stretch his prime to be a dominant force year after year.
Now here's Tatum. Pass to Black. White on the wing. Winslow defending. Clock is at 3. Shot's good by Black.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Antetokounmpo can't connect. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. His last outing, he had 20. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
Brown gets the bucket.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside Winslow. Back to Lillard. Pass to Jackson. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Black. The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, primetime in their last time out against the Pistons had a huge game. He had 25 points, and they just couldn't stop him. Every time he let it go, you expected it to go in. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Here's Lillard, following the bucket by Boston. Antetokounmpo for 3. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Three-pointer. Drops in the 3. Brown's got 6.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Lillard passes to Nance. Jackson outside. Here's Nance. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Lillard can't get it to go. And here are the Celtics. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Pass to Black. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Some changes. Nance, he's checked in for Portis, and it's Jackson in for Livingston. Black's checked in for Boston. Drew Holiday comes in for Pritchard. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Holiday passes to Antetokounmpo. Oh, he cocks it back and throws it down right on Porzingis.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
On the floor for Boston. At small and power forward, it's Tatum and Porzingis. Then there's Drew Holiday, and it's Boston in a shooting guard. Bucks trail by 13. Here's Nance. Outside Holiday. Nance with a screen on Holiday. Holiday drives in. Boston pulls it in.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Celtics?
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
Well, I've also really loved watching them connect from the in-between area. I mean, they're finding ways to do damage consistently from there.
And that one falls for Tatum. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Count that one.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Celtics lead by 14. Outside, Brown. Pass to Holiday. White with it, defended by Jackson. Outside Holiday. Here's Black. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bucks. The Celtics also with a sub. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Tatum. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades. Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Black. Nice D from Nance. The Bucks trail by 15. Winslow passes to Jackson. Back to Winslow. Lillard with the ball. The three is up. Lillard! What'd you expect?
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. Right side, Holiday. Down low. Black, no good. And so Jackson Jr. will bring it up for the Bucks. It's a 14-point game. Winslow. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Milwaukee shooting their second and third shots at the line here.
Justice Winslow.
And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. There's 42 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Porzingis. And there's the lob.
Porzingis creates so much space when he's out there. It allows him to make passes just like that.
Play in the second quarter. White against Jackson. Now here's Nance. Lillard outside. Over Holiday. And another miss by Milwaukee.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Here's Porzingis. And the shot goes down. And the Celtics lead by 16.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And so it's Boston with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. We'll be right back after this word.
Greetings, everyone. Let's the Eastern Conference winner, Paolo Banchero.
Finally, we're giving props to a big. Enough of these little dudes winning MVPs and awards. Basketball is for my guys, the tall dudes.
Yeah. Bigs never win anything in the NBA. And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Boston Celtics.
Well, to be honest, a good shot for one person may not be.
And that's a wrap on.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Justice Winslow out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then it's Jackson, then it's Larry Nance, and it's Lillard in at the point guard position. That's the group from Milwaukee right now.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Nance with a screen on Holiday, inside. Tries again, and Nance puts it in. Nance has got 6.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Drains the triple.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Bucks trail by 19. Well, Richard, with the career he's had, it's hard to believe Drew Holiday has only made 2 All-Star teams.
Well, that speaks to how much talent is at the guard position in this league. But it also shows how we tend to award offense over defense because Drew, his impact is truly felt on the defensive end.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MOB physical, get in position for the putback and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Nance. Antetokounmpo outside. Jackson against White. Clock at 6. Jackson, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Celtics lead by 20. On the wing, Holiday. Pass to White. Here's Black. From the arc. And again, Boston with the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And Antetokounmpo, here we go.
When Giannis starts to drive, the defense knows it's in trouble. He powers right through them.
Outside Tatum. Outside Holiday. Fires the 3. Counted from distance. Holiday's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
A dozen consecutive points off of 3s. This defense looks rattled.
Shot is good by Nance.
And I love the balance for Lillard between scoring and passing. That time finding his teammate for the great look.
To the inside. Oh, stolen by Nance. Pass to Jackson. To the middle. And Nance gets it to go on the assist by Jackson. Nance has got 12.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Brown, that's good.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
The Bucks have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Milwaukee making some changes. Huff's checked in for Nance. Bobby Portis comes in for Giannis. Making some changes. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Huff. And Holiday subbed in for Lillard. Boston making a switch here. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Trent finds Antetokounmpo. To the paint. Here's Portis. And blocked with his palm. What a defensive play.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
On the floor for Boston. They've got Peyton Pritchard. And it's Springer in at the 3.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Holiday passes to Trent. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Over to the wing. Porzingis sets a screen. Another one falls for Boston.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Jackson on the wing. Trent outside. Offensive rebound. Portis a screen. Jack's up a 3. And it's Boston with a rebound. The Celtics have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Pass to Porzingis. To the inside. You know, for a while now, the NBA has done a last 2 minutes report on games. Richard, how do you think the players feel about this?
I can tell you how I feel. I don't like the 2-minute report. I think it does absolutely nothing to help the basketball game. Guys are frustrated. They need to move on. If they walk into the next game worried about the last 2-minute report, are they really focused on that game?
Boston, pass to Black. Yes, it's good. Black's got 10 points here in the second half.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
We also got to highlight how on fire they've been from three-point land. They've continued to capitalize from beyond the arc in this one.
Boston making a switch here. Walsh is checked in. Pass to Walsh. Here's Pritchard. The 3. Nance pulls down the board. Nance has got his 7th rebound here tonight. The Bucks have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Celtics.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this one concludes with their 2nd victory of the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for primetime.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Outside Porzingis. And there's the screen from outside the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. There's 37 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Winslow. Just 5 on the clock. From downtown, it's hauled in by Black. And here are the Celtics. Count that bucket.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Now here's Jackson. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything